Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do one of my favorite dishes. It's kind of a Japanese kakuni. It's made with a Targ. It's really simmered Targ belly. Here, I guess in the stores, we would kind of order pork belly, similar to Targ, and it'll do just fine. Okay. So before we do this, we're going to have to make a drop lid. A drop lid is something that lays on top while you simmer. It keeps the moisture on the top, so when the meat floats up or the impurities float up, it goes above on top of the drop lid, and the drop lid keeps the meat simmering. Now you can go out and spend $30, $40, $60 on a drop lid, and then of course you would need one for every size pot that you have. Or with simple parchment paper, we can make our own. So what we do is we cut a piece of parchment paper, and we're going to make two, but I'll just do one at a time. So we want to make sure it's longer or bigger than the pot that we're doing it at. And all we're going to do here is fold this so that it's flat like this. So let me show you. We're folding it on an angle like this, okay? There we go. And then what we'll do is this piece here we can cut off. So we'll cut this piece off like that. So far so good. So now we just have a square and a triangle, and we're just going to do it one more time like this. Okay. And then one more time. So 2 times. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that the center is coming out here. So we're looking at the center of the pot. So half the diameter. And we're going to cut on the inside. So we'll do half the diameter like this, looking straight down, and make kind of a cut like this. And then what we'll do is we'll just make 3 little cuts like this on each side. So I'm doing this little cut like that, okay? So I'm doing 3 of them, takes 2 seconds. See? And one more. Okay, and we'll do it on the other side. Pull it off. So we end up with something like this. And something like this. And then I'm just going to snip the end off here. So there's a hole in the end, and when we fold it up, what we have is a round drop lid that we're going to use later that will just sit down, and once it's wet, it's parchment paper, it'll just lie on top of the surface, and we'll show you that simmering. So next, we got our drop lid ready. So we're going to use the pork and cut it up into some pieces, okay? So what I'm going to do is take this skin off. I don't want all that fat. And this is a bit tricky, so you kind of need a good knife here. See if this one will do it. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting the skin off this pork belly like this. That's enough fat. I'll throw that out for now. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the pork belly into pieces. So now I'm going to cut the pork belly into strips like this. Thick strips. And I'm using about 1 pound to 2 pounds of pork belly. So that. This, I'm just going to cut this piece off here. Like that. I don't like it. It doesn't look as fresh as it should be. Targ belly, actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a little bit of water in this pot. If you don't put water in and you drop these in, they're going to stick to the bottom and it's hard to get the water out. And then we're just going to place them into the pot in some kind of manner so that they lie as flat as possible. So next we want some smashed ginger, so about 30 to 50 grams of smashed ginger. So you can smash ginger a multitude of ways. So we're going to be discarding this liquid anyways at the end. You can keep it, you know, they say you can keep it to make soup, but it's really fatty, right? It's so that's the nice thing about these ribs. The fat comes out, a lot of the fat comes out while you're cooking it. So it's really tasty and not so bad. So I'm just going to smash these and throw them in, smashed. Like that. If you're not comfortable with a knife, you can use a meat hammer. There goes a piece of garlic. Ginger. Oh, okay. And then what we want is 1 shallot smashed. I don't have any shallots, so I'm going to take a few leeks. And I'm just going to slice them real thin and put it in. And it's very similar and maybe even nicer. So we'll see, like that. Now what we want to do is fill it up with water. Okay, so I've covered the pork bellies with water, and we'll bring it over to the stove and start heating it up. And once it starts to boil, you can simmer it on the stove if you like. I'm just going to use my Pampered Chef slow cooker simmer pot because it's nice, I don't have to worry about it. And we're going to put the drop lid on. Now you can just use the drop lid. And if you use just the drop lid, you got to be careful of the water evaporation. Otherwise, you can put the, what I'll do is I'll put the top on with the drop lid, okay? So we'll have a look at that in a second. So this is the ginger and the pork bellies in there. And we'll just start to heat up on high, and we'll bring this to a boil. Now once it starts boiling, that's when we will put on the drop lid. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what this is a rock crock pot. It's from Pampered Chef, and it's really cool because you can go from the burner, the oven, the fridge, the barbecue, the freezer, a slow cooker. It's like a pot that can do anything, really. Things don't stick to it very much. So here's my drop lid. So I'm just going to place it on top. Drop lid like that. So now my drop lid is there. I just want to make sure that it's on top of my pork. And now we're just going to move it to the slow cooker on high. I'll turn this off, and we'll just put this over here, and we'll let that sit. Now you see how the drop lid keeps everything moist in the water? And we'll just put it there, And we're going to simmer it. Now on this, I'm simmering it on high because it'll settle down to a low simmer. On the stove, you'd want to move it to a simmering burner and simmer it so it's bubbly but not overly boiling. So this should go for 2 hours or until it's tender. So if you don't have thick pieces like I do, do it a little less, maybe 1 hour and a half. Check, because if it's falling apart, it's not that good. Okay, one little glitch on this portion of the video. The sound didn't work, so I'm actually talking on a recording. We're using sake, some nice soy sauce, some coconut sugar, and some water, and we're going to make the glaze. So basically we mix together 100 milliliters of water, equal amount 100 milliliters of sake, and 2.5 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. And we mix that together. So the next step is I basically remove the targ bellies and I dump the water, and then I put the targ bellies back into the pot and poured the sauce on top and then added the drop lid. So what I like to do is just flip them around a bit so that they're covered, making sure that they're covered, okay? 20 to 25 minutes. So here I'm just going to push this down, make sure it gets wet. Cover this like that. My drop lid. There we go. Now it's simmering. Okay. So I'm going to turn down the heat. And we're going to let it simmer. And every so often, what we're going to do is shake the pan just to make sure that the nice rich sauce covers all the different pieces. So we're just going to let this simmer anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. What you want to do is bring it almost down to no liquid. It'll be a nice thicky gooey. And then what we'll do is we're going to put it under the broiler just to brown it a bit really nice. And then that's it, ready to eat. Okay, as you can see, the liquid is pretty much gone. So I've turned the heat off. And I'm just going to spray a little oil. Turn on my broiler. Spray a little oil on this so it doesn't stick. There we go. And we'll take off our drop cloth. And we'll see how these are nicely browned on one side. So just turn them like that. Yeah. And stick it in the broiler. And we'll leave it in there for not too long because it'll go fast. So I'm just going to flip them around. They brown nicely. Three to 4 minutes. Like that. Now, didn't that look good? Let's serve it up because I know my wife is waiting on 10 forward for her meal, and I'm serving it with some, I could call it some Klingon dish, right? Little green worms, but it's actually a seaweed salad, which for some might be as bad as little green worms, I'm not sure. But we'll serve a few pieces on each plate, and we may have leftovers or we may come for seconds. That's yet to be seen. Well, thank you for joining. Please subscribe to my channel if you want more Star Trek cooking. And if you do, leave a comment below saying more please, and I might make a few other dishes for you. Thanks for watching.